Lightning.
I hear Miss Andy.
The Kingfish.
We is all brothers in that great law.
And as interlocutor, your old friend Bill Hayes.
Here they are.
And the Mystic Knights of the Sea, male chorus and quartet.
Let's fly home, let the days and come on, you old man, come on, come on, you better quickly gone.
Gentlemen, be seated. Well, Andy, I see you wear your derby even in the minstrel show.
Oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tonight's my unlaxing night, boy. I'm really going to do some unlaxing around here.
Well, what's that? I see you got a gun strapped on your belt there. What's the idea?
Never mind, Bill. You're going to find out. Just don't stop me from unlaxing, that's all.
By the way, Andy, the last time I was over at your house, you had a nice bunch of chickens over there. How are they getting along?
Well, I got a new bunch of chickens over there now, Bill, and I got the smartest rooster in the world.
Well, what makes you think your rooster is so smart, Andy?
Well, right next door to our house, a man's got a couple of ostriches over there.
Yes, yes.
And there's a hole in the fence. So this rooster I got went next door, and he seen this ostrich egg laying there, so he took his feet and he pushed that ostrich egg through the hole in the fence over in the backyard. Then he called all the hens round the egg.
Yes, go on.
And then this rooster say to the hens, he say, gals, I ain't complaining, but I just want to show you what they is doing other places.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we should like to present one of the members of the Lodge Quartet, assisted by the quartet and chorus in their version of Sing, Baby, Sing.
Sing while you sing, baby, sing while you sing, baby, sing.
When trouble troubles you, sing, baby, sing. Do like the birdies do, sing, baby, sing. When cold winter comes, they're all out of rum. Poor little birdies, they ain't eating, but the tweet. Oh, don't you know? A song a day keeps me no Mr. Gloom. Hard luck don't like music with that certain swing. So sing while you sing, baby, sing. Oh, when the troubles you, sing, baby, sing. Do just like birdies do, sing, baby, sing. When cold winter comes, they're all out of rum. Poor little birdies, they ain't eating. The man is here with the stuff. Oh, don't you know? A song a day keeps me no Mr. Gloom away. Now that hard luck don't like music with that certain swing.
Well, Kingfish, I'm glad to see you tonight.
Well, Miss Hay, I'm glad to be down here tonight at the Lodge Hall, see all the brothers out there in the audience. You know, it must give the brothers a great feeling to see me up here working for them, because I is their true leader and honest brother. Fine goings on. That's gratitude for you, Miss Hay.
By the way, how's your mother-in-law?
Oh, ain't you done heard about her, Mr. Hay? She was kicked by a mule.
You don't mean to tell me. Your mother-in-law was kicked by a mule?
Oh, yeah, he let her have a good one.
Well,
yeah,
I must drop by.
Well, we had 125 people at the house yesterday.
Is that so? Extending their sympathy, huh?
No, sir. They won't buy that mule. You know my mother-in-law.
At this time, I should like to present a man whose voice is familiar to all of you. Amos and Andy have selected for their first guest star America's celebrated tenor, Mr. Frank Parker. Mr. Parker will sing Mandy from the Six Elf Follies of 1919.
Here's the rag.
Mandy, do you take this man, Frank Parker, to be your loving husband and promise to honor him through sickness and through health?
I don't know. I can't make up my mind.
Now listen, Mandy, there's a minister handy, and it sure would be dandy if we let him make a fee. So don't you linger, here's a ring for your finger, isn't it a humdinger? Come along and let the wedding chime bring happy times for Mandy and me. There's a
the wedding time, bring happy times for Mandy and
Before continuing with the show, I should like to say that some time ago, Pepsodent toothpaste was licensed exclusively to use a newly discovered ingredient called irium.
Now for my gun.
Look out, Andy. What you doing?
Irium or no irium, I'm going to unlax around here tonight.
Oh, they got me. Here, Kingfish, help me. Deliver this message. Finish it enough.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hayes. I'll take care of it. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, here at last is the toothpaste that ends the disappointment of old-fashioned Jennifer.
Yeah, well, I'm going to relax around here if I got to knock everybody off.
Say, Lightning, come here. Take this announcement. Deliver this message to Gotcha.
Gotcha, who, where?
Hey, read it, Lightning, read it. You got to deliver the message.
Don't worry, Brother Kingfish. I'll read it. Ladies and gentlemen, why not give up those old-fashioned, disappointing dentifrices?
Well, I hate to do this.
Pepsodent is the only toothpaste that contains irium, which not only floats away sputum as nothing else can, it also steps up the luster to surprising speed.
I'll get him this time.
I promise you that once you try this toothpaste, you want to give up them old-fashioned kinds and use Pepsodent all the time.
Yeah.
Is you hitting him, Andy?
I'm shooting him right in the middle. Lightning, what is the matter with you?
Well, I tell you, Miss Andy, the Pepsodent company thought something like this was going to happen, and they sent me a bulletproof vest.
Well, Amos, you seem very happy tonight.
Yes, sir, Mr. Hayes. Everything going along fine up to now. Got a nice crowd out here in the audience, too, ain't
Yes, we have a very nice audience here tonight.
Well, look at that. There's your wife in the front row there. Hello, Miss Hay.
Yeah, Mrs. Hay wanted to come down tonight to see the show.
Yeah, she's all dressed up in the evening gown. Stand up, Miss Hay, and let the people see you. Folks, that's Bill Hayes' wife. Yes, sir. You know, Bill, last time I see your wife, her arms were so very thin. I was just looking at her forearm there, how big it is. She must be playing tennis or something, ain't she?
No, she isn't, but I'm glad you asked that.
Yeah, well, what makes her arms so big, Bill?
Well, Amos, I've invented a liniment. And by rubbing this liniment on my wife's arm, I find that it makes her arms much larger.
Oh, you rub the liniment on her arms and it makes them larger, huh?
That's right.
Yeah, I was just looking at her there, Bill. You must have spilled a little of that on her feet, too, ain't you?
Ladies and gentlemen, Amos Jones, assisted by Andrew Baum, the quartet and the chorus, will sing... Let me see, what is the name of that song?
Mr. Hayes?
The name of this song is Dinah. Yeah. The name of this song is Dinah.
Yes, the name of that song is Dinah.
Carolina, give me Dinah.
Say, you about the proudest one beneath the Dixie sun.
Yes, sir, and the news is spreading about that wedding.
Can you hear them church bells ringing?
Here's the song my heart keeps singing. Dinah, is there anyone finer in the state of Carolina? If there is and you know her, Lord, won't you show to me, oh, Dinah, with the Dixie eyes blazing, how long to sit and gaze in to the eyes of just my Dinah Lee. Every night, why do I shake with fright? Because my dynamite change your mind. Oh, Dinah, if she wanted to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee. Dinah, 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 is anyone finer in the state of North Carolina? If there's and you know, Lord, baby, won't you show to me, Dinah, with the Dixie eyes blazing, how long to sit and gaze in to the eyes of my Dinah Lee. And every night, why do I shake with fright? Because my dynamite change your mind. Dinah, Lord, if she wanted to China, I would hop an ocean liner just to be with Dinah Lee.
don't call that singing. He can't sing no more than the monkey.
Now, wait a minute, Andy.
Wait a minute, nothing. If you want to hear some singing, let me sing something.
I didn't know you could sing.
Oh, boy. When I sings, I really goes down after 'em. Yes, sir. I go way down below low H.
You mean you can sing as low C or lower than below low C?
Below the sea. Well, I ain't exactly going to get wet doing it. Put on no diver suit or nothing. But I get way down there, though.
Oh, you do. All right, go ahead. Let's see what you can do with it.
All right, I'll show you. Crowd around me here, boys. Come
All
on.
right, Brother Andy, I hear.
I hear too. Go ahead, Miss Ann. I
Yeah,
hear.
get up close now. Listen to this. Mr. Leader, give me a couple of chords and something there. I'll show you some below singing. Many brave hearts are asleep in the deep. So beware.
Hot dog.
You really going down there now?
He sure is low. Stand back here, buddy.
I guess it.
The grand finale by the entire company.
The Mystic Knights of the Sea Minstrels, with those inimitable N men, Amos and Andy, Lightning and the Kingfish. The Mystic Knights of the Sea Male Chorus and Quartet, with your old friend Bill Hay as interlocutor, have been presented by the Pepsodent Company, makers of Pepsodent toothpaste. Amos and Andy will be back with you Monday night at this same time with their regular episodes.
Say, look at that bunch of people out in the audience there, will you, Andy?
Yeah, I was talking to the Kingfish, and he said that they had to turn away about 2,000 people. They couldn't get them in here.
They said they had 2,000 people and they couldn't get in the place.
They crowded up all over the place, out in front and every other place.
Well, you know what we ought to do?
What?
We ought to put on the show again next Friday night and change the jokes and songs and everything around.
Yeah, let's do that.
Kaya tong, ming li tong, kaya kom ling sing soya song. I said, this is the Red Network of the National Broadcasting Company.